morning, good afternoon, good evening. This video clip has been circulating on the social media, in which the former Vice President Joyce Mujuru says that she will never rejoin Zanu PF because it is a party of people who do not want to build the country. This is laughable. Many Zimbabweans have heard this kind of talk from former Zanu PF leaders. And to be quite honest, former opposition leaders sometimes have said the same thing. Let's just listen to what she has to say.
avana kufona ndofunga vakatoshambidzikawo vakutozoona kuti ndakokwa 6:41 p.m. kuti uyaiwo mangwana kuinauguration kunational stadium vachizoonawo zvichokwadi ndiripo ndichivakorokotedza uye vakatoshambidzika kuti Mujuru vatouya pano ndagumitsira kunge ndiri kuvashoropodza patv asi vauya kuzonditi makorokoto ngati ayo tema achidzorea ngatiti vati Joyce zoka kuzanu PF ayi kuzanu PF handidzoke ayi kuzanu PF handidzoke kuti vanhu vari kutobhega kuti mafungiro evanhu uyo afunga munhu kuti anenge achiti pamwe kuzanu PF ndokwati kuzanu PF handidzoke nokuti mafungiro nemaitiro evanhu varipo handione ari mafungiro nemaitiro evanhu vari kuda kuvaka handiti mazviona nokuti vamwe vanga vari uko pasi pasi uko vatowanawo chanzika yekukwirawo nekunyepa ikoko nekuita zvavangagona saka unongosiya zvakadaro
hanzi mafungiro nemaitiro evanhu variko handione ari mafungiro evanhu vari kuda kuvaka iri vhidhiyo rakatoitwa just before pakainaugurirwa munangagwa pekutanga by 100 days right? So if you try and look back and look where we are right now, you can see kuti zvavaingotaura ndozvo zvikungoitika vaisi. So you don't need spectacles to look at the situation in Zimbabwe kana kuti uzobrainwashwa kana kuti just say we need real men, real women to stand up.
Well, that is interesting. But what the people of Zimbabwe here must never forget is that these politicians like Mai Mujuru in this case are denouncing Zanu PF now that they are no longer in positions of power and authority. And yet when they were in those positions, they said nothing. They were too busy enjoying the benefits of the dictatorship. To those who are not familiar, Joyce Mujuru was minister in the Zanu PF government after independence in 1980. And she rose through the ranks until when she was booted out of the party. And at that time, she had risen to vice president. In 2014. From 1980 to 2014, Zanu PF committed some of the most outrageous barbarism that the country was ever subjected to. Notably, the Gukura Wonti of 1983 to 1987. She was in the cabinet. Her husband was in the army, commander in the army. And it is unbelievable that somebody that senior would not have known what was going on. She said nothing. Throughout the years, Zanu PF has never held free, fair, and credible elections. No doubt she played her part in rigging the elections. She was a VP during the 2008 to 2014 GNU. The flawed elections, the 2008 flawed elections themselves, she was involved. She was a VP at least. Her role in it was never, she has never admitted it. Although everybody knows that Zanu PF lost the 2008 March vote, and Mnangagwa and Chiwenga stepped in, stopped SEC declaring the results, and contrived the runoff. She took a seat in the GNU as if nothing had happened. Corruption was rampant in Zanu PF. She is on record denying that corruption is a problem. And it is not only until 2014 when she was booted out of the party as a result of the usual factional war that took place in Zanu PF that she's finally started to denounce Zanu PF. I think the people of Zimbabwe must be smart enough to realize that these opportunist politicians who say nothing when they're in the position of power and authority and only seem to notice that things are going wrong when they are no longer in a position to do anything about it, should be dismissed with the contempt they deserve. Zimbabwe needs to move on. The people of Zimbabwe need to be smart enough to realize quality leaders and move on. At the present moment, there are pretenders who would want to denounce Zanu PF, pretending that they are going to clean up the nation and rebuild it, when in reality all they want is another bite at the cherry. People like Mai Mujuru have already a well-documented history as part of the corruption, gross mismanagement, and tyrannical rule of Zanu PF. People must forget them. They must never ever be fooled into believing people like that are interested in rebuilding the country. The same can be said of the opposition. The MDC-CCC leaders have had many opportunities to implement the democratic changes in the last 25 years, notably during the GNU. All the MDC leaders who were in the GNU have a lot to answer for. Why the MDC failed to implement even one token reform. Some of them are conveniently forgetting what happened during the GNU and try to blame the other opposition leaders for the country's mess. People must be smart enough to know that they were all in the GNU and they failed to implement even one token reform because Mugabe bribed them. Just as Mugabe bribed people like Joyce Mujuru to say nothing when they were in the regime. Zimbabwe is not going to be changed by people who are so naive, ignorant, and gullible. The Zimbabwe electorate have to wake up and be smart. The Greeks were right. Democracy only works when you have got an educated, knowledgeable, and objective electorate. People who can easily be conned by the likes of Joyce Mujuru or Nelson Chamisa with his lies of Triple C winning rigged elections are a curse to democracy because the electorate must be knowledgeable, objective, if they are going to carry out their most important task of holding leaders to account. Think about it. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.